Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to the vlog. So today, Cory is here from California and we're going to be working on the solid axle Ultra4 car. He's been currently running a GM system, but we got in a HOLLEY Terminator, so we're going to get that installed and show you how to do that right now. What up? Wind's died down a little. It's crazy. You already got started tearing stuff out?
Yeah, I got most of the windows out.
Nice. So this is Cory. He's kind of the other half of what we're doing here. And this is the other car that we built that he now owns, the solid axle car. And this one's running the 5.7 built LS1 with the 1 torque storm on it. It's definitely a fast car, so just because it only has 1 supercharger, don't let it fool you. But it's been running the GM system and it works, but we feel it can be better, as well as really just have much more reliability and adjustment. The HOLLEY Terminator system runs off a wideband, so that's a good aspect. In addition to, it's just a better system. So we're gonna get that switched over, and with that, we don't need a lot of the gauges, so a lot of those are coming out and changing the wiring up. We're also switching. What's that?
I said I don't look at the gauges very well.
Hey, at least with the HOLLEY now, it'll start flashing red at you.
I think I only look at like 1 gauge, and it was like the trans temp, and then I just go to it, give it all it's got, because it's got all the parameters set, you know, so it shut off if it was going bad.
Pretty much. So, well, we're gonna get most of this torn out, keep this going, and holy cow, yeah, you got a lot tore out already.
Yeah.
Ton of these gauges. We'll always find another use for them. Yeah. They're good glow shift gauges.
Good for the 41.
Yeah, that'd be perfect for that. We'll probably actually use the ECU off this for the 41.
Well.
Definitely needs a different tune though. Well, apparently it decided to be really windy today, so sorry in the background if you hear basically what sounds like the shop collapsing around me.
Yeah, we gotta take care of an exhaust.
Oh yeah, it's got a leaky exhaust manifold gasket, so
Pretty rough.
got to put that on. And it's
The worst side.
yeah. Joe!
Got a job for you, yo!
That's Joe's job.
Get it?
He's doing the exhaust gasket, manifold gasket here.
That's some awkward spots.
It's a very difficult one to get to.
It looks like it's fun.
Yeah, it's pick 3 to 5
Wow.
tools.
Did you bring your special tool?
And then Joe's putting the throttle body back on. When we were doing some testing on the other car, we borrowed this throttle body to verify an issue we were having, and it wasn't the throttle body, but now it's got to go back on.
What are you working on here, Joe?
I'm just pulling out some wiring still. Trying to get this thing all ready for the HOLLEY harness.
Now we're into the engine harness. This is the injectors. We've been working our way forward back. It's really loud with that wind.
Very much so.
So we alternator, temp, injectors, knock sensors, it's all just working our way back, and we're getting there.
So there's a lot of reduction going on up here.
Yes. Everything you can see is just falling. We don't need all of that. The only problem we ran into is it looks like our HOLLEY the system we got has the wrong injector plug on the harness, so we're actually going to steal it off. Poor car's already getting stuff stolen off it, but we're going to borrow it from that while Cory's here, so we can get it fired up and tested and be able to do that while he's here in town. How was that Splenda?
Delicious. It really hangs around, you know?
Is the Splenda going in the video?
No, I wish it would. No, I definitely have a video of the Splenda.
Alex has always been a good source of entertainment. One time he ate a burger that we found. It was in the parking lot, and it had been run over by a vehicle. And he made a pretty penny that night, actually.
It was boysenberry.
Glad to know I could be a source of amusement.
Hey man, that wasn't a source of immediate. You gotta make income somehow.
LS Fest is pretty hilarious.
We can't talk about it. What happens in the Vegas area stays in the Vegas area.
What happens at LS Fest stays at LS Fest.
So Joe's getting the injector. Yes, I keep thinking the coil harness, but the injector harness on. I'm gonna start figuring out where we're gonna put everything. We need to move the battery. Oh, this thing's really cool. We haven't talked about this. So we use, weight's a big deal for us because we are so heavy. So we use lithium pros batteries. Okay, we're having an avalanche here. Anyways, have you ever actually felt one of these, Cory?
Yeah.
I didn't know if you pulled it out.
Just like joking with from the car, so you see that the clips aren't on the
So
floor.
that's-
It's an easy way for them to get broken.
That's the battery. Doesn't weigh anything. What do these things weigh, like 10 pounds?
No,
Something like that?
it was way less than that.
Yeah.
I think it was like
Ooh.
a couple pounds. It was just a couple pounds.
That's not much. But super light. They're awesome. One thing that's really cool about them is when they die, you can charge them back up to start your car within 60 seconds into a full charge within 5 minutes or something like that. We've been using them for a while. We haven't really had any issues. We got one in the new car, as well as Cory has one in this car. But we love them. The only thing is we're going to be switching to a Hydro Boost brake system on this like we put on that car. And so the battery's going to move and we're going to do some stuff over here. So now that we got everything out and there's nothing on the passenger side, we're going to put the battery over there and make some room on the driver's side. Now I got the ECU here. The only thing is, so with mine I set it up so it's right up front because these are all like warning lights. A different light tells you different things. So what I would say,
Just for the moment, we just have it right here.
I would probably, you just want this easy to see, like something's going on, you want to see. Like mine, I mounted right in front of the steering wheel, but we could technically mount it over there easily.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's wrong with mounting it over there? We don't have nowhere to mount it yet.
It's, dude, this thing's easy.
I was gonna say,
It's
literally,
literally-
and like cut a piece of the sheet metal, we can mount it right there and always see.
I've got tabs. This is perfect. And then, yeah, we'll put a tab there, a tab here, and we'll just put that there on the new dash. We'll make sure you can see those lights right from the driver's seat.
Y'all want to take out
Yeah.
those masters and cut that.
Well, that's broken.
That was expensive. Brought to you by Olympus Off-Road.
The Holley ECU, it is durable. Call up Holley tomorrow. Yeah, I opened it out of the box and it just didn't work.
Call you back. I saw your YouTube video, dude.
By the way,
To be fair, when we were installing mine, I actually dropped it once. I turned to like catch it and drop kicked it across the shop. So I know they're very durable. Yeah, so next time will be get the battery placed, and we'll run the power cable where it's going to go. Then we can start running all the power wires, the switch power wire. I got a few relays, and just figure out where all this is going to hang out. This will probably go under that. But yeah, so that'll probably be it for tonight.
That's my fault.
What?
Keep working the bell.
Whatever. It's on the backside.
I burned the crotch strap. It fell down. And
I
then-
burned my crotch.
No. He burned his crotch.
I had flame shooting up at my balls.
Was that at when you lit it on fire?
Yeah, I got out of the
So
car
the
as
rub,
fast as
when
possible.
we were at SEMA, this car, because we didn't have that car finished, so we brought this car out for our sponsors. And then he went out there and did this.
You guys come see the party! You guys want to see the party? You guys see some party inside, brother!
Fire!
What's that?
You on fire? Pull something, get something under there, right?
Hey, you got a little bit of fire! Take a look at that.
And then it's some of the rubber got on the exhaust and it ignited, and it happened to be right underneath the seatbelt hole. So basically, the exhaust right here, you can kind of see, it literally runs underneath the seat. And then right where the fifth belt comes through, he has some different pads or something in there, but a flame came right up through there towards his crotch.
He's pretty good at that shit.
Except for whoever put a hole through. Oh, I think that was you. When you did a flip.
If y'all didn't know, I flipped this car last year at LS Fest. But I made it up by doing this the next day. All right, so that's about all we're gonna do tonight. It's getting a little bit late. Everybody's tired, and we're going to pick it up in the morning. So we'll see Joe goodbye. Alex, you coming back over tomorrow? Where'd you go?
He's helping.
We'll see you in the morning. And good morning. It is beautiful outside today. It's like 60 degrees, so we're going to take advantage of this warmth. We're going to get a bunch of stuff done on the car.
So I'd like to turn it sideways, ultimately.
Like that.
Yeah, definitely down below. So it makes it easier if I need to jump start the car.
The intake is right here, so we need to be conscious of that. And the thing is, we could actually come up a little bit too if we wanted.
Yeah, we have all that room right here. I mean, that panel, I could bring that panel back over here and we could see if it just fits right up there with the panel on there.
Oh yeah, the charge tube. But that doesn't come past this tube here though. So as long as we're on that side, oh, that's plenty of room. It's kind of cool. The old battery mount that we had on the driver's side where we pulled it out, and it's awesome. We're gonna leave it this amazing purple color. We were actually able to use it. So because we're mounting the battery sideways, we were checking the fitment. We had to straighten this out a little bit. So this is the bottom of it. This will come in just like that. And then we'll use the other top plate to sandwich it in. And then we'll make a new plate for the outside here that'll weld on this side of the car. And then what's really cool is right here on the battery, there's a little ridge that comes off. No idea why it's in there. Maybe for a hold down or something in a vehicle. But this actually sits there, so that'll act as a little more support as well. So we're gonna make a plate that cradles the outside of the battery. And then because this little dip here, we're gonna have it bend around the bottom, so that'll be welded to that and then welded to the car. So I'm gonna go over to the plasma table and do that now. What the heck is that?
What is that?
It's cleans your stuff out of places you don't want.
Well, that sounds like a rough day.
You see the table? I don't know if you see that there. These slides sometimes. And this guy, loud noises. Knocks it right off.
Oh, nice and clean.
Yeah, and then you don't have to grind it, because when you're grinding that, you leave a ton of grind marks. All right, so the battery bracket is now tacked up in here. Everything fits nice and tight. Pull that out of there. And we added a tab on this side. So it's held up on both sides now. So now that we know where the battery's going, I'm gonna finish that up later. We're gonna start getting some of this wiring ran and getting everything in place. And really, once we get all this hooked up, a few inputs done, everything's in place. There's no reason why we shouldn't be able to fire this thing up and hear it go vroom vroom. Wiring's done.
Sweet.
Sensors are done.
It's fired up.
Right now, we have nothing cut down or where it's actually going to go. We just ran power. Well, it all goes to the same spot. Everything's just long and not really fitted right now. So we're gonna, the way we do it, we like to start these up without the supercharger first, just to make sure everything's working. There can be potential little problems that you don't know about that can creep up, and it's good that we find them before we go through all the settings and set up the supercharger. But yeah, so I think at this point we're gonna go ahead and get everything ready and fired up, and well, I guess we'll see what happens. Screen's on. First thing we gotta do is a throttle position auto set. So we'll come in here to the wizard, TPS auto set, ignition is on, not started. And since we don't have the gas pedal, we'll just do the throttle body. 0 to 100 and back slowly. 1, 2. Okay, TPS auto set successful. Alright, so what we need to do now is go through this initial setup. So we're doing multi-point fuel injection, 8, correct firing order already for LS, cubic inches. This is a 350. Oops. 350. Save. Got it. Idle speed on about 8. Go there, that's fine. 235, 260, 24x. Injectors are other. Fuel injector clinic. I believe these are 1000 cc's. And right now we're doing no power adder, not drive by wire. We're also going to leave the transmission alone. And guess what? That's it. So now we're going to do that. It'll update. I heard it actuate the IAC. Now we're going to turn it off. Turn it back on. We're going to do one last inspection in front of the throttle body, check our belts, just make sure everything's good to go, and we'll see what happens. And we will show you the true first fire, if it fires. You think it's going to fire?
I sure hope so. It doesn't have really much of a choice. It's going to fire one way or another.
I think it's going to take a second, crank, and just come to life.
Yeah, it has before. It just doesn't like to fire quickly. It never did before. It liked to be full throttle to fire.
Yeah. Okay.
So hopefully this the Terminator setup right here changes that.
I think it will. Did we hook up the starter wire? Oops. I didn't hook up the starter wire. 1 minute. Be right back.
Oh yeah, we got it.
Loud.
And some fuel.
It's a strange sound.
It's always been that way.
Right?
Yeah, it likes to have full throttle to start. Oh, that's weird.
What am I missing here? Is there any spark plug that's easy to access? Check spark.
Not really. I mean, all right. So what are you hooking up there, Daniel?
We missed a ground on the wire where you hook up for the power to the coil packs and the. I guess I need to take that up. The coil packs and the injectors. There's another ground, and I missed that one. And I didn't think about it because the ECU itself and the screen was on, but that has main power from the battery. This just uses a different ground that is different. So
now
put this on.
Now that this will be a true fire, it should fire right up. We got fuel, we got spark. We're gonna get rid of this whole harness system here soon.
Yeah, this board ain't bad. I mean, I've seen worse, but a lot of this will be eliminated with the Switch Pros setup. So
just wait for Switch Pros to come through.
Yeah. Okay, so let me go back here. There we go. Let's just try to fire it up.
Yeah, try firing it up. Almost.
Yeah, that ground was it.
That was it.
Maybe.
Pissed off? No fuel in a while?
Red fuel now. So close. Ooh, that sounds like check the timing it's giving it. Why is that 20? It should be 15 for startup.
Wonder what happened. I'm gonna try it again.
That's awesome. When everything was right, it fired up, and for some reason the timing was also crank. I dropped that back down to 15 degrees. And I could tell because it sounded like it popped through the throttle body like a carburetor when your timing's off. It's the same thing. Engines are engines. So I adjusted the timing. So now we know that everything's running good. We can go ahead and get the charge tube hooked back up and test it with the supercharger now. And really at that point, everything works. So the only thing we have to do on the engine harness change is we have the wrong injector harness. So we borrowed the one from my car, so we can't have them both run at the same time. I wanted to hear them both just revving out. So I've got to get the right injector harness for this, which that's no big deal. So now we're going to get the charge tube and the supercharger hooked back up and see how it does with some boost.
All right, so what we got going on? We just hooked up the supercharger.
Yeah, we went ahead and got all the tubing routed back in, throttle body, manifold air temp, blow off valve. I had a previous vacuum line. I don't remember what this runs to, but I'll figure that out. I just plugged it for now. It's not effect. Oh, that boost gauge. So that had a T. We'll get that. But anyway, it's plugged, so it'll idle better. And now, since all that hooks up, I'm reprogramming the bass tune on the.
Awesome. So we're going back on boost.
Yes.
About to turn the torque storm back on. OSO's engine's nice and happy still. Thought we had a little issues at Hoonigan's when we did a burnout, but you know, I just blew out an exhaust manifold gasket on cylinder 1. It was, I don't know why I did that, but you know, I was kind of a little worried about it. Daniel started it up and it sounded good, and OSO's back and pissed off again.
Yeah, once we had a couple of little kinks that were happy, I think it's fired right up.
There you go.
Here's the real question though. So before, we had talked about this on another video with the GM computer. You had to like wrap it out, rev it, and just, let's say like 3 or 4 minutes for this thing to get to the point.
Yeah, so basically the engine wanted to be warm. It was a cold-blooded, did not like to run for the first few minutes of being cold-blooded. It would I would have to put my foot on the pedal, keep it at a decent RPM, you know, and it would drop off, and sometimes it would just like cold start not well, and sometimes it would, and it was just kind of a questionable, but you knew that you had to keep your foot on the pedal like 3/4 of the way to get it going.
It was always great when it was like 9 o'clock at night and you needed to start the car and sit there for 5 minutes redlining.
Yeah, a couple of my neighbors have been mad when we loaded up to go to the races, and I didn't get home till 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, and I'm trying to be as quiet.
Whoa.
There's no being quiet with this car. If you're trying to sneak up on anybody, go buy a Prius.
So let's, well, tune's done. Let's fire it up and see what happens.
Let's see. Sorry about it being dirty. It'll get clean again. officially didn't. That,
Be happy.
that one felt good on the ears right there.
What's that?
I said that one felt good on the ears. You saw a little flame action on the driver's side come out.
Burns my eyes.
Yeah.
I forgot his blow up. That was right here.
Yeah, when you took it to the face.
I was just like, I wasn't expecting that. It's funny. If you're not expecting it, it's fine. But God, it sounded so different between the two cars, man.
Yeah, you got like a high pitched Ferrari soundish V8, really weird. And
Dang it! If we had the other injector on us, we'd fire them both up.
yeah, this one has a totally different tone. But man,
see how much faster. Remember I was telling you, see how much faster it revved with the supercharger?
yeah, it's definitely that torque storm definitely does its work on this engine.
Yeah.
It makes it a nice breather.
We were about 106 on the intake temp, but I don't even think we have the meth going to it right now.
Yeah.
I think we got all that unhooked. So what I was doing, the IAC just had the same problem with that car. With the IAC, you've got to adjust the screw on the throttle body. So really you want it, so as you adjust it, you're opening the butterfly a little bit on the throttle body. So you're letting air past it, so it's not forced for the IAC to do it. And we really want that to be around maybe 5% at idle. And it needs to be at warm idle too. When it's cold, it's going to open all the way up and do everything it can to get the car started. But so that's kind of what I was adjusting there, working on that idle. And that's why I was kind of hunting for the idle a little bit. What you smelling?
All kinds of things. It hasn't been started in a while. Everything that you could think of.
All right.
We're going to do another run?
Yeah.
All right.
Did you like how fast that snaps on?
Yes. That's the first time I've actually heard that in this car where it snaps on first, like, try. Nope.
Oh, I didn't do it.
All right. It likes fuel.
It's like, ha! Well,
It's back together. Definitely super happy. It's throwing flames again. Very loud.
it sounds better than ever. I mean, it ran pretty solid before. It definitely likes the HOLLEY system. It likes it a lot. So we can't wait to get this thing rocking, and it was good to spend some time on it the last couple days. And hope you guys enjoyed it, learned a little bit about the HOLLEY Terminator setup, saw how easy it is to install and get going. Are you excited?
Very excited. I'm glad that it's finally running. One switch, it just turns on. No throttle delay anymore. We had to warm the car up, and it was a procedure, and now it just flicks right on. Don't even have to push the gas pedal. Very excited. Can't wait to see what's going to happen with the tune.
Yeah, this car, I already talked to Jamie. As soon as we get all the things that we want to do, this car will be going up to PFI speed as well. No idea on the numbers. We'll see. Last time we had it on the dyno at altitude, we were right about 500 to the wheels on 37-inch tires. So we anticipate a little bit of tune. It should be right around there. I don't know. We'll see. It's definitely running quite a bit better. Really happy overall.
Yeah,
so
definitely shooting flames again. OSO's hungry.
All right. Well, Cory, he's got to roll. He's actually out of California, so he's going to be heading back home. So it's great to have you out here. We had fun. We wanted to get this car out and do some stuff, but we're getting there. We're happy with where it's at. So we'll be doing some more stuff with this car, and we'll kind of keep you posted on what's going on with that as much as they are. So,
All right.
All right, well, if you like this video, make sure you subscribe, give us a thumbs up, and make sure you leave us some comments. We love when you guys comment, and we try and respond to each and every one of them. Also, we have got a lot of subscribers that have joined recently, so we're going to be doing some project overviews, making sure you guys know what's going on with everything. And then lastly, we have a bunch of giveaways to do. We actually have 6 giveaways now as of this video.
And that was just as of 2
yeah.
days ago?
Yeah.
Friday?
Ever since
yesterday. You posted it yesterday. 6 giveaways since yesterday.
So we got like 6 giveaways. We do a giveaway every 500 subscribers. So we're going to just draw names from the subscribers. We'll get that up. So like I said, if you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Give us a like.
Hit the like button.
Fist bump for you, buddy. Fist bump for you. Hey, what's going on? Like I said, we have grown quite a bit, and every 500 subscribers right now, we are doing a giveaway. So with this giveaway, we're going to be giving away a Team Olympus shirt as well as a Team Olympus poster, and all you got to do is send me your email. So the winners are chosen from our subscribers. We take them, throw them in a random name generator, and these are who pop out. So these 6 people here, you all won. So make sure you shoot me an email at daniel@olympusoffroad.com. I'll put it in the description below. Send me your shipping info, and we'll get those right out the door for you. Oh, also tell me your size. That's important. Thank you for subscribing. We'll see you next time.